Hi, I'm meteorologist Tony Petrarca in the Pinpoint 12 Forecast Center. You clicked on the Weather Now link on this Monday evening, about 8:30. Still tracking wet, heavy snow on Doppler radar, but also take note of the rain snow line. There's rain offshore. There's rain on Block Island, raining on the Vineyard, raining on the Cape. And that switch over to sleet and rain, it will work inland throughout the evening and overnight. The last place that'll happen is in northern suburbs, so you'll end up getting several more inches of snow before that changeover. But we've had reports the snow gradient has pretty much been running west to east, so not as much in southeastern suburbs. And we've actually trimmed back the snowfall accumulation. I'll show you that in just a second. But Richmond is right here. It picked up 10 inches of snow. West Greenwich, 9 inches of snow. So western areas right in here, higher amounts. Providence Metro, it's had a hard time accumulating significantly. And we'll show you that in just a second. And here's the wider view of the radar. You see that rain offshore in green. In fact, I already got a report of some sleet mixing in already along the coastline. That's going to hold off on any additional accumulations. So Richmond coming in at 10, I believe West Greenwich is at 9, westerly at 8, where you have a sleet right now. So I think any substantial additional accumulations have pretty much come to an end. Green, it's the northern part of the state, 7. Dighton, Rehoboth, 4-3. TF Green, so far only 2.5. I know places like Barrington has come in like 2.5 inches as well. There's just a huge gradient. So here's what we've done. We've kind of, we're still keeping the same thinking of western suburbs getting the most snow. So essentially this pink area right in here, western suburbs, Connecticut, Rhode Island border, on the order of 8 to 12. We got 9 in West Greenwich, 10 in Richmond. And then just to the east of that along the I-95 corridor, anywhere from 4 to 8. And then East Bay, and we'll include Warwick in this, Newport, looking at New Fall River, New Bedford, generally in that 2 to 4 inch range, because it's just the anticipation. It's had a hard time accumulating with mild air in here, in the anticipation of a change to rain and sleet perhaps a little sooner. But still a steady snow, poor visibility, so that's the latest updated numbers. Look at the poor visibility. There's actually heavy snow still in Providence, along with fog. And look at the temperatures as of 8:30. You can clearly see the west-east gradient between cold and mild. So 35 to lower 40s southeast, and then still colder in western suburbs. So the snow's been able to stick more readily here. And we take a look at the winds. Yeah, it's still howling, especially along the coastline, gusting 40, 45 miles per hour, blowing this precipitation sideways. So evening wet snow and wind will eventually transition over to a mix of sleet and rain later, lastly across northern suburbs. Tuesday doesn't look like a storm day in terms of heavy precipitation, but it's more nuisance stuff, light mixture of rain and snow. Gusty winds will continue, but precipitation should be lighter. It'll get colder tonight. Things will freeze up once again. So our area of low pressure is a slow mover off the New Jersey coastline, and that'll still be spinning off our coast tomorrow, which means we're cloudy, we're kind of damp with occasional light mixed precipitation. But the wind flow around it, I mean, you want to keep all locations snow. You want to have these storms positioned right about here, what we call the benchmark, rather than tucked back here. In this position, you tend to get milder air drawn in off the ocean, especially in southeastern suburbs, the Cape and things like that. And that's why we have this west to east gradient between a lot of snow and not much. So we're drawing in milder air off the ocean. So here we are at midnight, and that pink line represents the rain-snow line. Everything to the right of that in green is rain. Everything to the left of that is snow. And overnight into early tomorrow morning, it's a mix of just light rain and light snow. Temperatures above freezing. During the afternoon, not a lot of precipitation other than maybe some light rain and snow showers, mid-30s. But watch how it turns colder tomorrow evening, tomorrow night. Things will ice up, and we'll see some scattered snow tomorrow night. So initially, we have the wet, heavy snow, but notice overnight we transition over to rain and sleet. Still windy. Temperatures actually, they're rising tonight rather than falling. And here we are Tuesday morning. Not a great morning. I mean, some roads will still be, slick. Looking at light rain and light snow showers, temperatures are actually above freezing, so good. That's good. And then Tuesday afternoon, light rain, light snow showers. Very light, nothing heavy. But notice how it turns colder by evening. We'll dip below freezing. Slushy areas, wet surfaces will tend to freeze up. And your 7-day outlook's got couple of snow showers Wednesday morning. Not bad. Windy, 34. Looking good for Thursday. Up to 43. So precipitation on Friday would be in the form of some rain showers along with mild air. So as of 8:30, still snowing, wet snow in many areas. They're seeing signs of the sleet mixture along the coastline. Several more inches to go before we change over to rain and some sleet. And the last place will be northwestern suburbs, where the amounts will continue to tick up. All right, that's your latest Weather Now update. Thanks for logging in. We'll talk to you soon.